game of Heat Death Survival Train, and this is my first video of the year, so thank you for all those that have returned and for those that are watching for the first time. I hope you will enjoy this coming year, and we will have other revisits to old games that we've had before and some new ones that are hoping to come out in the early part of quarter one, so watch this space and see what we can bring for you. In the meantime, for those that have seen this already, as I said, it's Heat Death Survival Train. It's an early access that came out in December. It's kind of like a survival thing on board a train. And basically, when you get started, the first thing you see is this. Once you've done your initial kind of settings and this, etc., and basically it says to run down the track. So that's what we're going to do. On the bottom left hand side of the screen you will see three bars. One is your health, which is the heart. One is your stamina, so for example if you wanted to run, the stamina would decrease. There you go, so it shows you straight away. And the third one is your electrical power, which basically is a battery power which is on your pack, and you'll need batteries to do things. So we're going to head down to this first station. Now just to summarise what this is, and I've kind of play through to the conclusion as much as you can on this at the moment. There isn't a great deal that you can play to begin with. You can do a few things, but it is limited until the rest of the updates arrive. But it's basically going from one station to the next, and you are building a train which will contain engines, habitat, a power, so to speak. So we're going to approach this first one, and to begin with there will be some, as you see, pop-up screens. So we need to do this. So it says each city has its own power system. You need to activate power generators and batteries, and then you can turn the power on. So we're going to go and do that. It's going to show us where we need to go. As you can imagine, when you are walking or running, if it's through heavy snow, then you'll find the running very difficult. Also as well, if you're carrying too much, you won't be able to run at all. You just have to walk. So you have an inventory, but you are limited to what you can carry. And if you can carry over the limit, you just won't be able to run or jump, which is the kind of the element behind that. So let's head on into the control panel. So let's have a look around and see what we can see. Now, apologies, as you're in the dark, you do need to put on your flashlight, which will use your battery. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go in here first. No, we're not, because there's no power storage. Let's go into here first, and we're going to turn on the power. So again, we're just going to give you some pop-ups for the time being, but we're going to turn it on, and that should hopefully then turn on the power system. Now, when you're in any room, it's best to have a look around, because you can pick up certain things as you go along, such as materials and blueprints. So again, wherever you are, just make sure that you pick everything and anything you can up. If there's anything to pick up at all, which there isn't in there. I'm going to head across to here. No power still, so we need to, I think must be able to go upstairs, and we have to go upstairs next. That's right. So we've got to turn on the generators and turn on the power. So we'll turn on the power, there we go, and there's a blueprint. So this is what blueprints are. I'll cross them in a moment. But in the meantime, just pick up what we've got, and then I think it's in the other room, the power generator. It is, yeah. And it gives you the option to save the game at any point with using a body generator, which we will come into in a moment. It's a bit, the only thing I would say when you're moving around, as you can tell by the screen, it is a bit kind of sensitive to turn when you're turning, so even more so when you're trying to record a video, but there we go. Here it is, your scanner, which you can save. So we're going to click on that, and I'm going to look at the game. Now there has been an update. When the game first came out on Early Access in December, there was an update not long after, which gave you 5 saves rather than 3, but you had to then start from scratch. So the game I have played only allowed me to do 3, and now it's allowed me to do 5. You have an info screen here, which you'll see at every location. It basically tells us the power situation of the station itself, and when the next storm is. Now storms, you need to be out of the storm. You don't want to be in the storm. You will die because it gets too cold, because as you can see it's already a winter world, and if it gets colder there's no sun and you will die. But again, we'll come to that shortly. In the meantime, let's have a look and let's pick up what we can. So, managed to fix the storage room door, but it has a hassle. Some wires were fried and I had to replace them with parts. I had to change the key code because everyone knew the old one. The new key code to the storage key is 5011. So there will be a storage unit in the moment which we will need. And again, it's going to wander around all the desks to see if there's anything here that you can pick up. Although there are items on the desk, not every desk is able to pick something up. So for example, that cup there, you can't pick that up. And I think that's all we can do in this room. We're going to head into this one. And pretty much movement is, as kind of most games, is the WASD keys, just to move around, and then your mouse for viewing. And again, you can't take them. So apologies if the screen does feel a bit sketchy. I'm trying to do the best I can with the sensitivity of it. I don't think you can actually reduce the sensitivity, but we'll in fact what we'll do while we're here, we'll have a little look and see if we can reduce the sensitivity. Display, graphics, gameplay, camera sensitivity is already at 20%, so let's take that down to 10 and to see whether that will make any difference. Key binding we're already aware of, so let's just try and see if that makes a difference. In fact, I don't think it does. Let's see if it goes the other way. Try the other way, see if it does make a difference. And again, just see if that... Oh no, that makes it even worse. No, definitely not. So we need to go back to virtually 0, I think, on this one. Unfortunately. Right, let's see if that'll make a difference. Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of difference, which is good. So I'll put it to 0. So there you go. So those that are watching it, playing this game for the first time, it does make it slow, but it is better to do that than probably what I've been showing you. Right, I'm just going to put my lamp on again. And I think it's just the back door. It is, yeah, so you can see. I'm going to close that, keep the heat back. Now, as I said before, your torch light uses a battery power, which is your bottom bar, and you can see there's a flashing torch icon in the bottom left hand of the screen. If you turn it off, the icon goes. Right, now we know we've got a code to put in here, so we just type the code in, 5011, and away we go. We can go in. You always interact on these little circles to get in. So again, we can pick up some stuff. So I think this is material. Yeah, smart material. And then ordinary material. So we'll take all those up. Same here. Just pick up what you can. Left click to pick up, just to kind of make you aware. And it's worth whatever you can pick up, even if it means you're going to have to set up some storage boxes, which you will need to, but it's best to pick up. So you see you can't pick up that one, I think, and nothing of those either. Something in here? Don't think there is. No, we can't go in there either. So I think we are pretty much done as far as this unit is concerned. Now there are other multiple units around here, so we're going to scoop into those. So we're going to run across to this habitat. From what I understand of the update that came in not long after early access release, is that you can now pick up more items that are available to you than there were originally. So that's probably good. I'll go into here. As you can see, there is no one around, and now this has got a storyline behind this. So as the story progresses, you will find out through kind of the message pads that you pick up basically what has occurred, but there is nobody here. The place is deserted. So again, we'll just pick up what we can in here. I cannot stress enough that you pick up the blueprints. You will need them. I will kind of give you kind of a guidance, Biogen, we'll come to that in a minute. I will give you kind of a guidance of what is the kind of prominent best way to utilize those blueprints. Having played the game to its conclusion, as far as I can go at the moment, I found that it was probably a lot easier to do certain things than others, which I found to my kind of detriment. There's another message. Right, so things have been pretty peaceful lately, which is a rare thing in the world, yada yada yada. Let's just let that go through. I'll leave the screen off just so you can have a look at it, and then we'll go from there. And as you can see, that is the first two. There's another logged thing here somewhere, so we will certainly find that out in a minute. They are listed in sort of order of location. I think there's a couple of storage units down here, so we'll go into here. There you go. Put the torch on again so we can see what's going on. And again, just pick up what you can. Same with that. Turn that off because I can't see this. Turn it back on again. And what we'll do over here is it says utilize the biogen, which is this. Now biogen gives you the option or the ability to create food and drink. We haven't got the relevant materials at the moment or resources for that. We can also unlock a first aid kit with one blueprint, which is what we're going to do. We're going to do that now. Yeah. So again, you need, so in this situation, there's Hurtphilus for these two. No, sorry, that one. Amosphilis for the soup and Shadow Breeze for the energy drinks. And as you can see, it gives you 30-50% of stamina or 50% of health. This is the timing it takes, so in seconds, so 10 seconds. And this is the amount of material, not smart material, just ordinary material you would need to create each item, and how much power. So in this case, this is station power. So if we were to use this, it would take it from the station. I don't see an issue with that, to be honest. If you wanted to use that, that's fine, but this is the first stop, and there will be plenty of places that you can do and pick up stuff to go along. This way I can see what else is here. I think there's nothing else that I need to. So again, we'll just move on through, and we'll head over to the other habitat. Yeah, and then we'll come back to those bits and pieces in a minute. These blue bits here, pick them up. This is the Shadow Breeze, so just pick them up because you'll need them for energy drinks early on. Eventually you will be able to do your own seeds. In fact, I've missed some back over here as well. Okay, so we're going to head back over to this habitat, do exactly the same again. And we'll have a look around here as well. So that's your batteries, you'll need them. And there's another message over here, which I think is probably the one that we want at the top of the page. Let's have a look at the top of the page. Oh no, it's part way down. Tomorrow is the day we're leaving this place for good. I have to admit I'm a bit nervous, and so on. So you can see the whole place is deserted. Nothing in these boxes. Let's move them. Do the same with these two rooms. Looks like there used to be quite a few members of staff here. This is tech scrap. We need to take them. And the last room on this list. There's another blueprint. Pick up that. And then we'll head on out. There's a couple of we'll go up here as well, because sometimes there is something up here, so we'll go up here. And you don't need to kind of climb up, just press the climb button. That takes you up and down. Let's see if anything up here for us. I hope there is. No, there isn't. Okay, that's fine. So we just climb down. Oh, there is. We just did. There was something we went past it. Right. And again, you can select individual items to move across, or just press T to take the whole lot in one foul swoop. So we've done the two habitats. We've done the control center. There's a couple of other locations here. Although I was on the wrong side of it, which is useful. Okay, we go. So this is a workstation. anything else in there. And we'll head across to this one as well. So there's 2 workstations to look at. So you can see straight away there's a lot that needs doing before we've even actually found the train, which is our next objective. Another blueprint. I think that's it. Some places only have 1 item. Now, one other place which is very prominent, you can see there's a drone here that's heading on out, or a droid. A scraper is called. A friendly drone, picks up scraps. And it says if you follow him, you can possibly find other locations. So you can see up in the hills there is a location, a hidden location. So we will go up there in a minute. But in the meantime, if we go into his... Where's the door? Here we go. Go all the way around and find the door. There it is. You will in each station you will see one of these, and what they do is they put in material. So we're going to collect it. Okay, and as you can see, my inventory is full up, so I'm not able to run or jump anymore. So what we need to do is probably go to the train now, and then we will go back up that hill, because I'm not going to be able to run up there. Actually, let's go up there. At the moment, storms aren't playing a part. Because this is the early part of the game, there isn't a storm effectively affecting your game. That'll come at the next station. So as you can see, it's going to take a few seconds to go up over the hill, because you won't be able to run. And as you can see, there's some more habitats, and I believe a workstation up here. So again, collect everything you can that you can see, because it is a quite desolate place. There isn't a lot around. So another message. No. Is this the one that we've been hoping for? Yes, this is the one that's at the top of the screen. And as I said before, they appear. It looks like they appear in locations as you investigate them. So, given the fact that we had an entry here in one of the habitats, it would suggest that there are at least two more in this location. Maybe up here, or maybe down in the train station, or even both. So we're going to head across and do that. I think this is the only other location up here. Just make sure. Yes. You cannot. This is all scrap that gets picked up by that drone or droid, but you're unable to pick it up yourself. The blueprint. Again, unfortunately, you cannot click on the machines or anything, which is a bit annoying, but maybe it's something they'll change in due course. So there's anything there? Okay. There's our friendly droid. So we're going to head back down to the station. So a bit surprised there was no more email pads to pick up. There's a possibility that there's one, and I can't remember first time around when I played this. I got a feeling that I might have not found that other one. Having been to all the locations in the habitats here, it can only be the train station that's left. I'm just taking a little longer to walk down because, as I said, I can't run. I'm carrying too much, so I'm not able to run. So yeah, we've been in all the habitats, we've been in the workstations. Hopefully it's in here then. It's not a major issue if we don't find them all, but some of them have codes which allow us to get in. Right, let's get into the train station. And here we go. So basically, as it says on screen, we have lots of things that need to look at, which I'm going to do, take the pop-ups out. But this is your train. At the moment, it doesn't look like much, does it? But this is what will your train will turn into. Let's just have a little look around here as well. See what else we can find. It's another blueprint. Some more scrap. Battery charger, which we can see on the wall to charge your batteries up. We don't need it at the moment. The battery's fine. So we wanted to unlock the ceiling, which I'm not really going to be fussed about, to be honest. This is these type of machines they're fabricators. They fabricate items. Eventually, you will be able to have one on your own on your train, but in the meantime, it allows you to craft certain items. So, for example, screens, spark material, mechanical parts, batteries, and so on. And then obviously things go down through. You can unlock them as you go through. And again, we'll just take what we need from these sort of things. Fishing core, yeah, we'll need that at some point. Material. Smart material. This is where you can save your game, which I'm not going to do at the moment. Let's make sure there's nothing else here that I need to look at. I don't think there is. I think we've collected from over there. I'll just double check. Or have we not? No, we haven't. Okay, so again, we'll just take whatever we need. Just a blueprint in this case. Now, as I mentioned, I don't know if I can remember just a minute ago, our friendly drone will keep topping up that shed every so often. I mean, obviously it was 20 pieces of material to begin with, but it'll be quite slow for it to generate more as it goes along. So we can come back to this station at a later date, or even stay here for the time being and build up our train. It's a long-winded way of doing it to begin with. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we've got here first of all. So we need the build menu, which is a queue, and the builder module, and we need our engine. So literally three blueprints. We've got 9. Yeah, we know all that. Okay. And we need to create a screen for our engine screen and a screen for our power screen. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the fabricator and do exactly that. Wrong side of the line. So we need one power, so one screen there and one screen there. Take 3. There we go. I'll go down through here. And what I'm going to do as well also is this is, I'm going to make sure which way around this is going to be, which way we're leaving. Yeah, this way. So this is the front of your train. So we're going to put the engine at the back. So unlock the engine for the time being. I'll put it at the back here. And to rotate it, you just use R. We're going to put that there. And then we need our control panel, which I'm going to put at the front. So again, engine screen, I'm going to rotate that so it sits there. And then we need a power screen as well. I'm going to put it right next to it. And then it says explore the world. So we can then move on to the next station. So you can see here, this is your engine panel. This will tell you how fast you're going and how much power you're... Sorry, no, start again. This is the state of the engine and how fast you're going. And this is your power unit, which tells you how much power you're generating. Your engine gives you 500 power capacity. And at the moment, it's generating a 200 per minute power to top up that. However, we're at the maximum that we can go at the moment. Now, each of these items have a well, they used to have, I think they might, one of the things that's changed, it used to have a module deterioration on them, but I think now, if you, as long as you put a wall around it, then you are protecting it so it doesn't deteriorate or having to repair it. But I think this will come down as time goes on. The battery, you can see, is half full, so I am going to go into my inventory and I'm going to top up the battery. Use the battery. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll charge the battery up while we're here. Which I think is over this side of the building, if memory serves me right. There we are. So it's charging there. And then before we leave, what we'll also do is we will construct some storage units. Still got 20 seconds ago, so let's do that now. So we need to construct storage. So where are we? Not power. Well, we will need power shortly, but not yet. Chest. So what do we need? Chest. Smart material. So we've got plenty of ordinary material to do that. So what we'll do is we'll craft even a couple of chests. So we need a couple of smart materials. Take a charged battery. So go back up to the unit. We'll do a couple of smart materials, so one there and one there. And again, what we'll do is we will craft the resource chests and we'll put them, just for the time being, we can move them as we go along. There's not a problem with moving them. But for now we do that, and then we're just going to put some items in there. So I've got a load of material, I've got 34, so I'm going to store. If I press store all, or store twice, or everything else, but you get a maximum, unfortunately, of 20 kilograms per unit, unfortunately, so it does kind of take that out straight away. We'll put some more material in there, and we'll put some tech scrap and the fishing core for now, and the cartridges are for stickers. I know you don't need them. I'm not painting my vehicle at the moment because it doesn't give you much in the way of options anyway. Okay, so I think that's much about it. What we'll do is let's have a look and think. No, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly save the game here, and we will then head on to our next station. And we just need to unlock the door. Away we go, and we're just going to turn the engine on. So what happens is the train will hover like that, and then you've got up and down for your gear throttles. So in this case we'll go maximum just to get us through there. Maximum is 3, but remember, as you can see, it's using 310 power per minute, which means it's going to last us about a minute and a half at this speed. But to be honest, the next train station is just around the corner. Now, generally, I would do record 2 videos and have one obviously at the weekend and one later in the week. Because I'm doing 3 or 4 games this weekend alone, I will just do the one video slightly longer than normal on each game that I'm covering. Right, so storm is forming. The temperature will drop significantly. During storms, it's better to be indoors. So we're going to literally, hopefully, get down to the train station before the storm kicks in. Just looking around, I don't think it should be anytime soon. We should be okay. Yeah, we've got enough power to get us there. You can probably hear the wind picking up, and it will go dark very, very quickly. We've probably got about 30 seconds left of fuel. Yeah, you can see it's getting dark very, very quickly. I'm going to turn the engine off because it's going to, it won't damage the vehicle, but it's going to smash into it as you go through. We get inside. and that tells us about the fission reaction, which we'll talk about in a minute. Put the brakes on. We're not quite in yet. Just going to move forward a little bit further. Now, the fact that you're inside the building won't get you frozen, which is good. But just from an aesthetics point of view, I like to close the door. I'm still not in yet. Clever, clever, or not. Let's go and shut the door. Just to give you an idea, if you were outside in it, look at the screen. If you're out in this now, the screen starts to show as you're being frozen, and your stamina goes down, you see? So you just get inside, out of the way. Unless you have no choice in the matter, always get inside, out of the way. The pop-up mentioned about information. Unfortunately, the information screens aren't always in the best of locations. You have to kind of climb up over things. But in this case, we'll go here, and we should be able to see, hopefully, not very clearly. I think it does say storm recedes in 2 minutes. I think if I might have to jump on the boxes. Yeah, there you go. Storm ends in 2 minutes. So this thing will tell you when the next storm is going to be and when it's going to end. So this storm's going to end in 2 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to put our power on and have a look around in this building, and then we'll go and have some looking around elsewhere as well. Just collect anything and everything you can. There's 2 more crafter fabricators there, look. Some more material. This side, I think there's a load of material here. Here you go. So absolutely stacks of it. And the wisest thing is to pick as much as you can up as you go along. Same here again. We can make our drink here now. So we're going here. We've got some ability to make 1 drink. So we'll do that. That's going to make a drink. Some more here, and we're probably again going to have to make another storage unit because I'm literally carrying way too much than I need to be carrying. I think that's done, yeah. And then that's 1 energy drink. Remember, the energy drink helps you with your stamina, which is the middle bar. So just for the purpose of science, we're going to drink the energy drink. See our middle bar has gone up. Going to turn off our light. We're going to need to make some more smart material so that we can actually get another chest or 2. In fact, what we'll do is we will do 2. And we will make 2 more chests for now. Again, we'll just put some material in there for now. So I'll completely store that one up. And what can we put in here? Put some more scrap in as well. As time goes on, it's probably best. It's good that if you can try and some sort of kind of keep it tidy, so you know what's in what kind of box. Right, so the storm has finished, it's passed. We do need to put a new battery in. In the meantime, let's see if I can find where the storage unit, the charging unit is for the old one. So it's usually on a wall. this case it doesn't seem to be, which is a bit strange. Oh, they're on the back wall, that's why. Okay. So we're going to put another battery into our suit and then charge the old one up. Charge up. And this is the way into the complex. See? So we'll just wait for that to be done. I think we've emptied that already. We have. Now I think we generally with storms you probably have somewhere in the region of about 8 to 10 minutes. But again, if we were out and there was a storm, you just go inside a building. Let's pick up some more of these shadow breezes. There's our friendly drone again. So he should have a load in here. Yep, he does. So there's only 9 in this one. So whereas the other one had, the other one had 21. And we'll go to this end as well. Pick up some more shadow breeze. As you can see, when you're walking, heavy snow makes it difficult to walk in. Now, with the power unit, there's not usually a lot in here generally. Fission fuel, which is good to have, because we're going to come to the power generator in a minute. Closed door behind me. And then we've got one other building to go into, which is this particular, I think is a habitat. As you can see, we're already overloaded again. So I'm going to head into here. Okay, so it says we need to unlock and build a fission reactor. So we're going to do that. Now, a fission reactor is subject to radiation. So you want to keep it as far away as you need to as possible. So we're going to go into the power unit. Fission reactor we need to unlock. And we need to have 1 fission core, which is in a box, 2 smart material and 2 tep scrap. I know we need to make 1 smart material, so we'll do that first of all. But the rest of it I'm sure I've stored in the boxes. So we'll do the same again. Now there'll be probably people saying, well, why don't you craft a load of smart material with your material? Because material is used in other areas as well as smart material. If you use all your material up on, let's just make some energy drinks. If you use all your material on smart material upgrades, you'll have nothing left if you do need the actual material itself. And obviously in any game like this, resources are a very finite situation. Okay, so let's go. We need a fission core and we need, what was it they said? Tech scrap. So we'll take all the tech scrap. We'll take 4 of them actually. And take the fission core. I'm gonna take the fuel as well. Just one of them. Okay, and we're gonna build up our power unit. And we're going to put it right at the very back, but not too far, because I want to put a wall around it. Because like with all modules, you want them protected anyway. So here you go. Such generators such as the fission reactor requires fuel to operate, and they produce potentially dangerous wastes, which may be useful in the future. Ensuring these generators have enough fuel and regularly emptying the waste storage is important. You can customize your train by building structural modules even, and add stickers, which I'm not going to worry about. and obviously making structures to keep the buildings not only warm but also to kind of protect the items themselves as well. So hopefully we got to a point where we can start building a wall. Yeah, we can. Yeah, the wall. I'm going to do walls around the. I tend to put glass around the back end of the start of the front of the building, but we'll do wall at the beginning. So we want a wall corner, and we'll just put them in there. We'll go in this block. Again, rotate as far as we can go, and we'll do the same this side. And then we'll put a wall in the back. And we'll do one each side. Yeah, so we need to charge the battery up, which is fine, like that's expected. Just the one, and we'll just whack the battery in to recharge. Oh, we're doing it, there we go. That's charging now. Now I think if you go into repair, it shows you the durability of the items. Ah, that's what it was, yes, we were trying to earlier on. So, for example, here, durability of the ordinary engine is now gone down by 3 units. And that's because of the elements, because of the cold elements. Fishing rule is 100, the wall's 150. Okay, we want us to build windows as well. So yeah, we will build a window at the front of the building. We've only got 3 material left in hand. That's because all the rest is in stock here. Wrong one, that one. Let's take all of that. And we're going to build some windows. So again, exactly the same process. And then we'll put a window in the middle. There you go. Although for some reason this one is not in place, so what we need to do is we need to move it. So you go into the build menu and you just move. Click on the item you need to move, and there you go. Done. So now we've got glass in there. Okay. Right, so we're going to look through the battery. We're going to need to update the battery again because we've just used a whole load of battery usage. And so we need to charge that one as well. No more batteries to choose, that's fine, it's okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to look through the build menu and see what we are able to build. So we've got your engine, we've got an engine screen, and we've got the power screen. We don't need any more of those at this time. Now, because it is early access, obviously this is the only engine that you can have at the moment as far as type of engine. You can have multiple engines themselves. You can have 2 of them, which is fair enough, but it does use more power. You have your fission reactor, which we've already set in place. We want to have the power cell. That is a must. So we'll click on that and unlock that. And that gives you more capacity with your train. But it does need to have smart material and a capacitor, which we'll pick up, I think, at the next train station anyway. I will check to see whether we can build it, but we'll have a look in a minute. Defense is where your weapons are. We will need a weapon controller at some point. Fabricator, again, and the phytogen is the bit that is useful as well because it generates your plants and herbs. A wall-mounted heater. If you're out in the storm between train stations, it's a must. And a body scanner, which, to be honest, you don't need because at every station there is a body scanner. You don't need to have them on there. Lighting will be useful, although so you will need to unlock that to get the lighting. So it's if you just unlock it, you don't need to build it. But these are ideal lights. They will use power inside and out, but it doesn't make the train look nice, and B, makes it easier rather than have to keep putting on your flashlight. And obviously as you go down through here, there are a lot more items on here that you can utilize. In fact, I think the battery charger is something new. I don't think we had that first time around. I definitely didn't unlock it anyway. which means you can have it on the train. But again, there is a battery charger at every train station, but it is handy to, if you wanted to kind of unlock it. But it is kind of making aware what the best is for your blueprints. Your weapons rapid burst is all you need to begin with. These are pointless. The icicle and the ammo fabrication is absolutely pointless because they do the same things. If we look here, look, rapid burst is 250 durability, armor thickness of 10 with a weight of 10, and this is it's got less durability. It says effective against enemies with medium armor. Yeah, in one way you could argue that it is basically a good idea, but to be brutally honest, early on, this is fast firing. The only difference is that this uses the power from the train. This uses your ammunition. So again, it might be worth having one of each. Your fission fuel refiner is a must. You'll need that to when you pick up raw fuel, raw radiated fuel. You'll need that at some point. Solar panel is something that is useful. However, first time playing this, I didn't actually have the materials to utilize it because I wanted the power cell from a fission reactor. So let's go back in and see again. Let's have a look and see whether or not we are able to craft a capacitor. So capacitor we would need to unlock with one blueprint, which we'll do. And we would need to have power core, which is what we've got. So we need two power cores because we need one for the actual power cell, electric component, and smart material. Okay, so I think we do pick one up in the next station on this one. So where are we to at the moment on this, and when's the next storm coming in? Because I'd rather not travel on the next storm. Next storm is due in 2 minutes, so we'll sit here. I just want to check what I got in my inventory. Batteries, material, got plenty of material, got fuel, scrap. Let's just check that the battery's been charged up, which I think it has been. There we go. What I want to try and do as well is that this train will each carriage will have 2 floors. So rather than putting a ceiling on it, I'm going to put a floor above it. So again, we want a floor corner. We've got plenty of material for now, so I'll put a floor corner. Let's see where it goes on here. I think this is it. It's very difficult to try and judge it. I think we do the same here. And if you look underneath, that should then be covering it. It is. And then I think then the floor themselves. So we'll just do 2 floors. Again, we'll need to rotate. To see whether it is. No, it's just a floor. That's fine, no problem. We'll just attach that to that. We'll do the same with that one. There you go. And that's now hidden from the elements at the moment. And I tend to put in like a door here as well, which again I'll show in the next video. But I think this is a good place to stop. We'll wait for the storm to... actually, no, we won't wait for the storm to pass. So what I'll do now is I'll come to an end on this particular video, and we'll pick up this next week. Hopefully, if you've got any questions, then by all means put them in the comments. Here we go. Here's the storm coming in. Let's look out the window just for a second before we go. Nice nice and snug and warm in here for the time being. Okay, so yeah, so basically what we'll do is we will call it a day on this particular video for now, and then we'll pick it up next time, by which point the storm will have passed and we can then move on to the next station. Remember, you can go backwards and forwards with the stations to pick up items such as old material. So what I might do is I might go backwards and go back to the other unit and pick up another station, some more materials. What I will say is that there isn't the ability to put up a power unit at each end. So basically, when you go forward and backwards, if you go backwards on the train line, it's not a case that you can turn the train around. It is a case that you press the reverse power, which I think is less. Anyway, but I hope you've enjoyed today's video on Heat Death Survival Train, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.